The Marvels was the movie everyone was talking about being god-awful, from the box office to Brie Larson's acting. However, if you haven't kept up with anything after the Avengers Endgame, you won't get any of the filler that pretty much is The Marvels. And some may say, oh, you didn't watch the movie. Here's the theater, here's where you get the snacks, here's how many people showed up, here's the review.
Annihilation! I don't like that name.
Enter space, where we see Dar-Benn getting one of the quantum bands, then jump cut to Jersey City, New Jersey. Heads up, there's going to be a lot of jump cutting in this. Where Kamala Khan dreams of fighting alongside Captain Marvel because she's awesome and they would be frenzies or something. Then jump cut to Brie Larson, where she flashes back to movies and filler shows you probably haven't watched, only for her to receive a transmission from Nick Fury from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to go search for jump cuts on an unknown planet. Enter Monica Rambeau, who researches the jump point and then touches it to be transported to where Captain Marvel is, and then Captain Marvel to where Kamala is. When this happens, Nick and Monica travel to Jersey City to explain that Kamala and Monica share the same powers due to the jump cut. While on the planet Tarnax, the discussion of Civil War begins. Dar-Benn's planet is so war-torn that she tears open jump points to restore the air to her planet. While this is going on, the Marvels were formed after the evacuation of the Skrulls. Fast forward, Dar-Benn says that Captain Marvel is the destroyer due to the fact that after a few battles, she is responsible for the destruction of the planet. While this happens, the big battle between the Marvels and Dar-Benn happens while retrieving the quantum band to restore the jump points from another dimension. While the jump points disappear, Monica goes into a jump point to another dimension while the two women seek out more heroes to make the new Marvels team. And that's the movie. Also, Monica finds her mother in another dimension for the next installment. There is a reason why this movie was not appealing to me. There were way too many rushed points. Not only that, if you haven't watched Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., or remember anything from Endgame, you won't have any follow-through in this movie. The acting was subpar at best. Brie Larson's acting was so bland and unconvincing that it made her character uninspiring. It made what she was doing throughout the whole story a chore rather than a duty as a hero. Plus, most of the action scenes to me literally put me to sleep. 30 minutes in the action scenes were jumps to 3 women fighting in different dimensions. Also, if they have the same light powers, wouldn't they cancel each other out? Kamala Khan's character was handicapped throughout half of the movie, where her character came off as just another name to the Marvels brand. Nobody will remember. While in retrospect, we understand why Monica was a part of the movie, to introduce the next Marvels installment, to Marvels 2, or a Disney Plus series. This movie was everything I thought it would be. Bland, uninspiring, rushed, and another installment to a franchise that seems completely burned out. Reading article after article how the Marvels might do poorly at the box office, I had to give it a watch to see if I could give it a fair shot. While I tried to be fair with every review, I can say without a doubt this movie was a waste of time. And if you haven't watched any of the filler to the MCU, you wouldn't understand the Marvels. And that was a big problem with the movie because, again, show of hands, how many people actually watch anything after the Endgame? How many? Just how many people? The effects, however, were decent because it is a Marvel movie after all, and if you're gonna spend a budget like this, well, you should put a lot more emphasis in the graphics and effects. However, graphics alone didn't complement the fact that the movie was rushed out for the next movie, causing another superhero fatigue in me as a moviegoer. Graphics and story should have gone hand in hand, but it was the graphics that kept me engaged for so long. I mean, I did still fall asleep at the movie. Designs were great, but the costumes look so cheap. I mean, look at these costumes. Do you really think that the budget was really inside the costumes? I'm just saying. The fact that Marvel and Disney would put more of an emphasis on the budget of the graphics and not the overall storytelling and complementing each aspect of the characters is a testament on how much this was a cash grab for the next available Marvel movie. And if you like a movie that seems to be all over the place while trying to deliver you action and a story, this was definitely the movie, rushed out to give you the next installment of the next superhero fatigued Marvel movies.
Annihilation! I don't like that name.